Simple science. What do plants and animals need for life? A plant has roots, a stem, and leaves. The roots absorb water and nutrients, while the stem holds the leaves up to the sunlight. The leaves contain chlorophyll to capture sunlight and tiny holes to absorb air. If a plant has the right amount of nutrients, water and sunlight, it will grow, producing new plant material. Different plants grow well in different conditions and have features that suit them to the environment where they live. For example, cactus grows well in the desert. It has long roots that spread out in search of water, thick fleshy stems to store it, and spines that shade the plant and protect it from browsing animals. Animals, like plants, are adapted to their habitats, but they are consumers rather than producers. Herbivores consume plants. For example, a rabbit has teeth adapted to cutting and chewing plants, long ears so it can listen for predators, and powerful hind legs for running and burrowing. Carnivores consume other animals. For example, a hawk has a hooked beak for tearing flesh, strong talons to grip its prey, and good eyesight to spot it from the air. Omnivores consume both plants and animals. A food chain shows what feeds on what. For example, lettuce is food for a rabbit, and a rabbit is food for a hawk. Lettuce is also food for a snail. A snail is food for a blackbird, and a blackbird is food for a hawk. In a particular habitat, there may be many food chains, and these can be linked together to form a food web. By tracing back to the start of the food web, we can see that animals are ultimately dependent on plants for all their food. In addition, they depend on plants for shelter and shade. However, plants also depend on animals. Animals help disperse the seeds of plants and make fertilizer containing nutrients that plants need to grow.